And off we go from Denver. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And a year ago when he was drafted, it felt like central casting. Bo Nix coming to the NFL ready to roll, and he surpassed all expectations a season ago and threw for nearly 30 touchdown passes as a rookie. Fell just short with 29, but a huge piece of his team's future.
Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. J.K. Dobbins, 44 yards. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first...
Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. Leading him out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Miami.
And we knew from the moment the commissioner called his name on draft night. And by the way, laid a pretty good hug on the commissioner going across the stage. But we knew he had a chance to be the starter week 1. He dove right into the playbook, ingratiated himself with his teammates, and that's exactly how things have played out.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. To throw is Ward. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. That's up 2nd and 7.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 38. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
3rd and inches.
Trying to run forward, Pollard. And he will have a Titans first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
They just flat out dared him to throw the football, didn't they? Did you see the defense?
It's like a goal line formation.
I mean, just stacked it right up and said, go ahead and throw it. You can have that one. But how about them accepting the challenge and saying, no, we'll go ahead and run it anyway, and picked it up.
They didn't care, even with the added reinforcements. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
14 yards. That's another Titans first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Throwing is Ward. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Alex Singleton making the play defensively. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team that had a Hall of Famer in one corner and a defensive player of the year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Another completion there. You know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them, and they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Throwing Nix. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Airing one out for Boyd. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 65 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Right back to Dobbins on first. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. To throw is Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 7.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. J.K. Dobbins, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he returns this to the 22. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Throwing now, Ward. Now he'll tuck this and run. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. To throw, here's Nix. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Now 2nd and 5. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Lutz is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Ward. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now Ward. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, the former All-Pro Johnny Hekker on to punt for Tennessee. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Now it's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Nix to the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. J.K. Dobbins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Lux with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ward, a final shot before break. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Jahdae Barron. And the Broncos are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of
Our
play.
trip through the NFL starts now at Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. It's the Saints at home to take on the Arizona Cardinals. And it's Amari DiMercato. He's a weapon in the run game. He's a weapon in the passing game. Look at him go. Make it a 70-yard touchdown grab. The Cardinals come away with the victory on the road in the season opener. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars. They're playing host to the Carolina Panthers. And it's the 3rd-year man, Bryce Young. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. The Panthers have no problem in this one. They win it going away. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Colts taking on the Miami Dolphins. And it's a man, when he gets going, is one of the best in the game, Jonathan Taylor. He'll find an opening, and he's gone 20 yards on the touchdown. The Colts wind up winning this one in front of the home crowd to begin the new season. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And able to get this out to the 25. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Pollard again. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
First down. It's a gain of 10.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ward. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
On play action, here's Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down. Nix. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 51 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey. Cavity lying. Ready.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Ward. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To throw, here's Ward. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Ward. Drops this underneath for Pollard. And he gets it down to the 32. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Broncos offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way home for a Broncos score. J.K. Dobbins, 68 yards. And the Broncos are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1, oh good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure.
And now it's blocked. And the Titans pick it up. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I rarely question anyone's effort on the field. But normal, you give up a touchdown like that, a long-distance play, there's usually not a lot of resistance on the extra point. In this case, though, boy, they pulled their backs and got after it.
Yeah, a little revenge. Nicely done.
Yeah, way to go. Get in there, block it, and show them that they're still fighting.
Looking to put a drive together. Play action. It's Ward. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this week 1 contest. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Titans on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He finds his man, Pollard. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A gain of 11 on the play.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
First down, Titans.
Again, it's Ward. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Alex Singleton in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Got his man, and that's the rookie 4th-round pick. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Makes it 3rd and 12.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Ready? Cougar 19. Ready.
To throw is Ward. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he's got it inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage.
John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop it. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a give here to Pollard. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Bronco defense comes up big. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't matter. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Denver's offense now set to go. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Broncos, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
In my circle, you can't fit. Don't too many be on some anti. I told her pull up. She asked me, do I? Right now I'm fresh as hell. Somebody take a flip. Pretty, back to back. Gang, back to back. Pretty me, back to back. A Matt Black, my Rover, cha-cha, gon' show you, cha-cha, gon' back to back like Rose, a Matt Black, my Rover, cha-cha, gon' show you, cha-cha, gon' they gon' heat me up, I been trying to keep it cool, these little, they try to start up, too late, my finger was already on, call me Shovel Man, she like the way I pull up and I, the 100 times they ask, I be like, I ain't never, all that beating around the bush, homie, said with your chest, got a lot of dog on me, know you probably smell it, like my name, Jody, pull up in the vet, go and check the news, Brody heard somebody stretch, in your feelings by the, better get a grill, tired of getting taxed for that, take a trip, I got right here for show up, make everybody dip, went to visit Granny, she said, what's that poking out your hill, I told Brody walk behind so he can catch me if I slip, she begging me to take a sip, first she drove the boat, then she like a ship, first you load it up, then you empty out the I'm not no button, no wrinkled clothes, it ain't no pressing me. I got on Vinci, LV, no night, but I got that check on me. If I swing this from left to right, gon' have to check on your homie. Lil' Brun, I'm known for stopping cars, but they be on go for me. Get a glimpse when I'm out, it's bad luck. I just put 10 mil in the pen, it made me feel better. The passing out deep, I'm cold with the my little young ran an M on the road, he a scammer. Drippin' money, cloud splash, I'm covered in bells. I'm clever, vendettas, raw, whatever. I'm a rebel, but better. If I go better. I pour up, I don't measure. I soon I met her. I leveled up, my bread up. I'm fed up, it's pressure. It's gang, you can't hang. We slamming out whoever. I keep it on, get stuck on. It may say my jolly. Got 2 cribs in Alpharetta, they down the street from each other. I know the spot. My little one, he know the laptop. Shorty having Chris Vick, he a vampire. Camping right in front of your house and start up a campfire. I just did my numbers then from her, this wasn't a landslide. Ain't gonna be no good this shit, I'm spinning back to back. Any say them on that issue, I'm going 50, and then nigga got arrogant. My natural habit. Back to 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 back. Back to 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 back. Back to 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 back. Back to back to back to back to back to back to back.
Don't get put in that blender. Hold on, who is you? Pat him down before he enter. Don't you hang with the ops talking about he don't remember. Trying to copy what I do. You is not a printer. Cooped up, make get they suit tucks begging. I ain't even got $2 for you. Roll call when I'm coming with me. No, this ain't jump ball. You can't jump with me. Ballin' jump, man. Touch hands. We about to bump then. Better bang yours. Cause I bang mine. This ain't happen overnight. It take time. You seen the Super Bowl, the cheat code. Game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. What I want for Christmas too. That's the same time with me, it's game time. But with you, yeah, it's same time. Hey, keep playing around, get your head. Don't wanna live right, well, alright, leave you dead wrong. Hey, well, okay. I catch dog, he getting the beats like it's Drake, like the money in the bank. You better play where it's safe. Told him belly fill his tank, run up to the next steak. I get down, I get dirty, catch him on the public. Thinking he gon' get a pass from the slimy stomach. Hungry for it, see an issue and I rub my stomach. Enough paper to make a book, I could get it published. Huh. What? You don't believe me? Think for brown skin, real can see them. Got good, go retrieve it, just short, small. When that's from Cali, but the cheetah print out white curve. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. Game time.
The 2026 season has arrived. I'm Scott Hansen, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 1. Lots to get to. We'll begin in Denver. The Broncos at home to take on the Tennessee Titans. And here's a man who's come a long way from the Achilles injury, J.K. Dobbins. He gets a seal here, and off he goes. Next up, we go down to Brazil. Game number 2 on the NFL schedule, the Chiefs and the Chargers from the Southern Hemisphere. And it's Isaiah Pacheco. He's going to get in from 6 yards out. One more to show you, and it's out in Seattle, the Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And this is Brock Purdy. On target with that one, he had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The 49ers had a lot of roster turnover in the offseason, but they get the win in the season opener. And that'll do it for us. After a fun first week, let's do it again, shall we? Scott Hansen here in Orlando. Good night from EA Sports.
Entering settings screen, you have 28 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Take that pain, pass it down like bottles on the wall. Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault. Oh, there's no one left to call. You stay up counting down the days till you make your escape, but you're afraid you cannot run what's running through your veins. Oh, you're carrying the weight in the dead of night on that broken road. I won't let you walk alone. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. Oh, we got each other, and if you got tomorrow, then you still got time to break the chain that left you scarred from where you came into who you are. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline.
Oh, I won't pretend that I know half the hell you've seen, but that don't mean it's something that you're destined to repeat. Oh, you're stronger than you think. You know it has to end, but you don't know where to start. You can pack your bags and I'll meet you where you are. Oh, I'll be waiting in the car in the dead of night on that broken road. I won't let you walk alone.
Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline.
Just across the Cumberland River from those neon lights of Broadway, we welcome you inside Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Tennessee Titans. On the Rams sideline is Sean McVay. This guy got the season started on the right foot, a home victory in the season opener. On the other side, it's the Tennessee head coach. His guys, on the other hand, couldn't pull one out last week in the opener, so they're looking for their first win at home here in Week 2. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. We welcome you. That's the punter, Ethan Evans, to get this started. Off we go from Nashville. And this will work out quite well. So he'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So out come the Titans, and they are led, Greg, by Cam Ward. Same alma mater as you, University of Miami. The #1 overall pick in this past April's draft.
You know, we used to have a saying like the only guys who didn't have a bad game were the guys who didn't play. So here you are as the quarterback, putting a lot of the offensive success on your back. And the game just doesn't go your way. You're not seeing it right. The coverage is not. Whatever the case may be, he certainly didn't have his best performance last week. But that is over. He needs to move forward, turn the page. Today is a great opportunity for a bounce back and try to lead his team to a big victory.
Here's Ward now on second down. Pushed out to his left. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Calvin Ridley was the intended receiver. And now it's going to be third down.
Get it! Hawk 70, Hawk 7, go!
Shotgun snap for Ward. Moving to his right. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and they're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Fair catch signal, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009. That one caught by Adams.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in that end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Lady!
Throw on 3rd down. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
So 4th down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Now a hit, and he lost the football. And I believe he was able to get it back. Yes, he was. No turnover on the punt return. A sigh of relief, and they'll take over right there. They'll run it with Tony Pollard. Whoa! A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line.
28 yards. That's good for a Titans first down.
Ready?
On play action, it's Ward. That's complete to lock it outright. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. On the ground, it's Pollard. And he'll get this inside the 20. A nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
And the Titans first down. 1st and 10.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And he'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready, right?
Out of the gun, Ward. That caught Tony Pollard. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard, and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd
Roll,
and 6.
roll. Go.
From the gun, here's Ward. There's the punt. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
Cougar 19.
Back to throw is Ward. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. We're back in Music City after this. Titans football here to start quarter number 2, as they will see what they can do with this 3rd and goal.
Ready, Big Lion. Ready.
To throw is Ward. On the run to the right, and that is incomplete.
great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
A 20-yard attempt.
Sly's kick is good. And the Titans will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Rams offense are now ready to get going on their second possession. Greg, you take a peek back and look at the NFC West in totality. You just are reminded of how quick things change. I don't think anybody in the country thought the 49ers would be the last place team in this division last year. Shows you, one, how changeable it is, but also the quality of teams in this division.
Absolutely. And I mean, they were the Super Bowl favorite, at least out of the NFC a year ago, and then to find themselves 6-11 at the bottom looking up, pretty remarkable. But to your point, like, it just shows health, a little bit of good fortune. The other teams in your division, if they're a little weaker, your path is stronger. There's so many elements. The way the NFL schedule is set up, it's all tied. If you're good, we're trying to bring you back down towards the middle. If you're bad, we're trying to bring you up towards the middle. It's a league of parity. It's a league of ups and downs. And the teams that can break through that and sustain success, we got to give them a lot of credit.
And what I love about this division, Greg, is the different philosophical challenges that defenses see. We know Kyle Shanahan does with the Niners, the Rams and Sean McVay, always at the top end of the game. And then the unpredictability of Kyler Murray, plus the physicality that Seattle has played with. You've got to have a lot of clubs in your bag to play defense in the NFC West.
Oh, absolutely. And just think even a couple years ago, it was even harder. And those teams were all competing for Super Bowls year in and year out. So it's a really good division. You have to be able to play really top-tier defense, to your point, because all 6 of those games, when you play all 3 of those division rivals, it feels different, it looks different, and if you're not good, they're going to score 30 on you. So it's a big challenge. It's not a division for the weak of heart, and it's going to be fun to follow along and see who comes out on top.
They'll go for it. It's Williams. And he's going to have the Rams first down. They get it easily. 4th and 1, and they pick up 5.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll go again here with Williams. And this will be a short pickup down to the 45. Cedric Gray there to bring them down. 2nd down and 8. The motion man is Nakua. They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Quora. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough with James. First down.
That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll go with Williams. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 33, here's 2nd and 7.
Ready. Blue 60.
In motion is Aguilar. 2nd down, it's Stafford. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. First down, Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward.
And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
To the left side, and Adams has it. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up fourth down.
8-yard gain. It's fourth down.
And this is blocked.
In this situation, Mike, every coach on the sideline is yelling, watch the ball, watch the ball. So this is a gutsy move defensively to sell out and go for that block. Remember, if he times this jump wrong, that's a first down.
The Titans offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Throwing is Ward. He'll get this out wide to Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds up at the 30-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down. On 1st and 10, Ward. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Ward. Now he'll air one out. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike, and had a lot of room to run, but he just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
Viking 18.
Throwing on 3rd down, Ward. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. It's our 2nd week in studio, 2nd week of the NFL season. Lots to get to, so let's get after it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. At Lambeau Field in Green Bay, the Packers at home to take on the Commanders. And this is Jordan Love, one of his 3 touchdown passes on the night. The Packers are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And this is the former UCLA Bruin, Zach Charbonnet. He's going to hustle his way to the end zone, 10 yards on the touchdown. The Seahawks, trying to bounce back from a Week 1 loss, they lead at the half. Lastly, let's get down to Miami, the Dolphins hosting the New England Patriots. And here it's Tua looking for and finding his favorite target, Tyreek Hill. A nice throw here, 20 yards for the touchdown. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, we expected a tight one, and we got it, all even at the break. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Still in search of our first touchdown of the game. We are tied at 3 as we begin quarter number 3. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Well, Greg, as the season starts, really the season never ends. Think back to the schedule release, the draft. The draft has become this multi-day huge event. Green Bay crushed it with all the folks around the stadium in Lambeau, and some big names will be tied to that draft forever. A couple of the rookies that you've watched that are just sticking out in your mind, interested to see how they fit in the league as this season gets going.
Yeah, you know, obviously so much attention around the quarterback position, and Cam Ward goes #1, and then obviously with Shador and all the conversations around that as the draft unfolded. But I think a guy that's going to be fun to watch when you talk about fit, I think you look at Ashton Genty. He gets drafted by Vegas. He's now with the Raiders. Pete Carroll. It kind of has the feel of, is he his Marshawn Lynch? Is he the bell cow back, under center, Geno Smith, play action, set up that run game, play good defense? This feels like the early path Pete Carroll took when he took over in Seattle and turned them into a Super Bowl champion. So I'm not saying Genty's Marshawn Lynch, but he certainly feels like that's the fit the Raiders were going for when they took him with their first-round pick.
Hey, let me ask you about Travis Hunter. Of course, the Heisman winner, Colorado, great play, both sides of the ball as a receiver and a corner. You know, Greg, it's hard to come in this league and play well on one side of the ball. Is it realistic to think you may see him on both offense and defense?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, and I think to start, you have to say, okay, let's hang our hat on something. And I think when you look at the league, where is it harder to find impactful players? I believe it's harder to find impactful defensive backs. I think it's a harder position. I think the league favors the offense with the rules and the play style. So if I'm Jacksonville, I'm making Travis Hunter a defensive back on day one, and then I'm going to package my offensive plays around his skill set to take advantage of him as a wide receiver. And then as time goes on, it will eventually unfold where he'll be able to have a role on both sides of the ball more consistently. So if I was in Jacksonville, that's what I would do. But I think it's going to be very interesting to see how fast and how big of a role on both sides they give Hunter early in his rookie year. Well, this sets up a big call here, Mike, on 4th down. You find yourself in a tie ball game with the ball. Do you decide to keep your offense on the field and try to play for 6? Or are you content coming off the field, taking the lead by 3? We'll see what this coach decides.
Hardy's kick is good. And the Rams will take a 6-3 lead.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
Jaquan Jackson on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Titans offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. Greg, when you look at the AFC South, there's an appreciation for what the Houston Texans have done. A couple of different quarterbacks, a couple of different head coaches. they've really been the team over the last several years that has been the team to beat in this division. And for the others, there's been moments. The question is, what pieces can they put together to try to not feast it off the top?
Yeah, and you know, nobody wants to be in a lead, right, Mike? The coach got fired probably for a reason. You're drafted at the top of the draft order for a reason. Typically means things didn't go great. But if you're going to rebuild, I'll tell you, you want to do it in a division where there's a lot of wins on your schedule, and that's certainly the AFC South over the last couple years. So as bad as things feel if you're Jacksonville and Tennessee, the fact that there's not a big dog in your division, your ability to find yourself climbing up the ladder is not as fun.
Trying to avoid tacklers, and the ball is out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
That is the rookie from Stanford, Alec Iomanner. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and the first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Off play action, it's Ward. He's got it inside the 5. And he's into the end zone. Alec Iomanner. Touchdown Titans. And for Cam Ward, the first overall selection in April, career touchdown pass number 1.
This is the type of start you dream about as a kid, Mike. First NFL catch, and it goes for a touchdown. I mean, you can't make it up. You got to imagine he's got to be rolling right now, and I'd go right back to him.
Slides extra point, up and good. And the Titans open the lead to 4. It's 10-6. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball's going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line. So, a couple of first downs will give them first and 10. They're at the 41. The drive begins with a run by Williams. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle.
It's second and 8 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's second and 8. Working out of the gun, Stafford. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. He'll find Aguilar, complete. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
And caught by Puka. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
10 yards.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Ready.
Throwing again is Stafford. Pass is caught left side. That's Parkinson.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Again, it's Stafford. He'll drop this down to Williams. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Set.
They'll try to sneak it here. Oh, the ball comes out. The Titans may have recovered, yes. Tennessee ball. It almost feels like it's a safe play. Just have the quarterback keep it, get that first down, try to extend it. But here, it's not free, and the defense will take over.
Yeah, the priorities of a quarterback sneak, Mike, are A, get the first down, B, protect yourself, but C, protect the ball. And he was not able to do the third part of that act, and he's going to cough it up now and give the ball right back to this defense.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On play action, it's Ward. Rolling right, taking off, and he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
He'll go right and find his running back, and they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Come on.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Play action. Ward. Forced out left. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Rams have it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Rams offense getting set to get back to work. So, Greg, this offense comes on the road here in week 2. Look, road games are so hard in the NFL, but it's nice to hit the road coming off a win at home.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's amazing how winning creates more winning. It kind of has the ability to kind of build on itself. It's a snowball effect. So when you're winning, you're feeling good, everything works. And all of a sudden, you start losing, and you start questioning everything about your approach. So the key in the NFL is win or lose, you're on to the next game. And it's the team's ability to start fresh every single week, regardless of the previous week's outcome. Those are the teams that find themselves in position at the playoffs down the stretch.
Here we go. 3rd and a yard. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Stafford now to throw on first down. Aguilar able to make the catch. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up. from the gun. Here's Stafford. Finds Nakua on the slant. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Crowd noise rises. Big play here. 3rd and 1. Parkinson in motion. They'll drop to throw. Short throw pulled in by Parkinson.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
First down.
To the air again. Stafford. Going right back to Nakua. Complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Stafford to throw again. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. He'll be out of bounds. It's a decent pickup of 5 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
17, Devontae Adams. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
Stafford now on 3rd down. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. Now a timeout Rams. That's number 2. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Los Angeles.
So they move inside the 20. 1st and 10 at the 18. Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Rams use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. You got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
Ready.
Victory formation. Defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So it's a win here for the Titans. Points were at a premium in this one, but they're able to eke out the victory in this low-scoring affair. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans winners here in Music City as we say so long from Nashville.
A great 1-2 to start the year. Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen, and this is your Week 2 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to get to. We'll begin in Nashville. The Titans at home to take on the Los Angeles Rams. And it's the rookie, the #1 pick in the draft, Cam Ward. He's on target here. It's a 30-yard touchdown pass. The Titans even up their record at 1-1 as they get the win here. From there, we go to Indianapolis. We'll check in on the Colts as they host the Denver Broncos. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. And this is a touchdown. The Broncos get a second straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. Lastly, let's go out to Arrowhead. The Chiefs taking on the Eagles. And this is Devontae Smith. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. 77 yards for the touchdown. The Eagles are out to a 2-0 start. They roll in this one. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give cause that's your birthday. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit. I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug. You're in the getting. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit. I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug. You're in the getting. When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dub. When I roll 20 deep, it's always drama in the club. Now that I roll with Dre, everybody show me love. When you sell like Eminem, you get plenty of groupie love. Look, homie, ain't nothing changed. Rolls down, G's up. I see exhibit in the cutting, man. Running, man. Watch how I move. You mistake before I play up. Been hit with a but I don't walk with a limp. In the hood, in the LA, they saying 50, you hot. They like me, I want them to love me like they love pop. But holla in New York, for show to tell you I'm local. And the plan is to put the rap game in the choke. I'm fully focused, man. My money on my mind, got a meal out the deal, and I'm still in the grind. Now shorty says she feeling my style, she feeling my flow. A girl from Wooded, they ready to find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit. I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug. You're in the getting. You can find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit. I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug. You're in the getting. My flow, my show brought me to go. That brought me all my fancy things. My crib, my cars, my clothes, my jewels. Look, homie, I done came up and I ain't changing. You should love it way more than you hate it. Oh, you mad? I thought that you be happy I made it. I'm the cat by the bar to the good life. Moved out the hood, now you tryna pull me back, right? Hit the bumpin' in the club, the sound. I'm with my eyes to chicks. If she smash, she gone. Hit the roof on fire, man. Just let it burn. If the talking about money, homie, I ain't concerned. I'ma tell you what banks told me, cause go ahead, switch the style up. And if they hate, then let them hate, then watch the money pile up. Or we can go upside there with a, come on, they know where we be. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit. I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug. You're in the getting. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit. I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug. You're in the getting. Don't try to act like you don't know who we be, neither. We in the club all the time. It's a problem, pop off. Shady aftermath.
The thing about depression, you think your life is over. When I was all alone, you came and changed how I feel. you my heart. You see the silver lining when I'm in the trenches. You stand beside me with your patience and forgiveness. I wanna give you my heart. When I look at you, baby, I get overjoyed. I feel it inside me. Finally, I'm happy to be. 'Cause I got love with you, baby. I figured out why I'm smiling. Nothing can stop me. Finally, I'm happy to be. Baby, I could cry. Can I fall in your arms and just fly? When I look at you, baby, I get overjoyed. I feel it inside me. Finally, I'm happy to be. 'Cause I got love with you, baby. I figured out why I'm smiling. Nothing can stop me. Finally, I'm happy to be. 'Cause I got love. I got love. Yeah, got
Yeah. Clears out. Running money up to a whole nother level. Hustle, I don't know no better. When I got richer, these got bro, call me slow, 6 racks on a sweater. My think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spent 60 racks on the camouflage bells. Duke diamonds on me, I'm a blue devil. 2 twin on me, Hessel and Gretel. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pleasure. I used to want to imp, now I got several. If it's about money, then you know it's whatever. If it's about money, then you know I'm on it. We hate no glitz, I don't. Can't take my chain, ain't nothing like homie. South Middle Spanish red, most want it. Hold up, let me switch the flow. Just like a baker, yeah, I'm addicted to dope. This a cold word, yeah, keep a in my coat. Money hungry, yeah, trying to give me some more. On op pack, this ain't. I'm talking down on glitz, I like he ain't the goat. If you don't agree, ask the streets and yeah. This 5 air, you already know. Already know how it go. Already know I got on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Freshest on the globe. Got trying to snatch out my soul. Running back pockets on swole. Young, got a whole lot of zeros. Running money up to a whole nother level. Hustle, I don't know no better. When I got richer, these got bro, call me slow, 6 racks on a sweater. My think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spent 60 racks on the camouflage bells. Duke diamonds on me, I'm a blue devil. 2 twin on me, Hessel and Gretel. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pleasure. I used to want to imp, now I got several. If it's about money, then you know it's whatever. If it's about money, then you know I'm on it. We hate no glitz, I don't. Can't take my chain, ain't nothing like homie. South Middle Spanish red, most want it.
Some players' development traits are hidden. To unlock their potential, get
To you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your men that been to jail before? Whoa, and all the motherfuckers you run with, get done with, done quick. You going from the dog or some bump? Alright, they go to click. Now I'm 1-1, all over some dump. Ain't that something? It's remind me of clubs. Every time you come around, it's like, I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him. Alright, Slim, so watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to
someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now cause they miss you. Tried to diss you, that's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Off the chain, I leave soft for the brain. Still want the fame, off the name. First of all, you ain't rap long enough to be with me. And you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is you they got you thinking that you Superman, I got the kryptonite. Now, come with the mic, yeah, characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. You act, you twisted, your girls are you broke, the kid ain't yours, and everybody know. Your own man say you stupid. You be like, so, I love my baby mother, I never let her go. I'm tired of weak whining over that don't belong to them. What's wrong with them? It's up for real, like my mans in them, who get it all in the strength of their hands with them. Man, y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. I bring down rings so heavy it hurts the head. No more talk, put them in the stand. You keep walking, that you trying to end up. Cause if I end up fed, I end up. Cause you the soft type. What? Fake up north type. It's like a soft fight. Dog is a dog, blood thicker than water. We done been through the mud and we quicker to slaughter. The bigger the order, the more we run out. When up in there, everybody come out. When the body burn out, sun in the sun out. I'ma keep out. Running his mouth, I'ma flung out. Listen, yo, it's about to be. You know who gon' find you? Some old man fishing. Grandma wishing you'll the rest. But it's hard to digest with the sound of your chest. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. 1, 2, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside on my yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside on my big ball. Yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside on my yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside on my street people. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. It's got y'all bouncing again, bouncing again, bouncing again. Man, that's got you bouncing again, bouncing again, bouncing again. Bouncing again, bouncing again, bouncing again. Come on, bouncing again, bouncing again, bouncing again. Can do